everything with all kinds of toppings. So, a Mayavadi, just talking about a Mayavadi, that a Mayavadi also, when he is associating with the other Mayavadis, he prefers to be in that personal touch. Even the Mayavadis, they chant Hare Krishna. Even the Mayavadis, they worship the deities. And they go to holy places and do these personal things. But when we talk about relationship nowadays in this material world, it's becoming worse than even Mayavad, wherein these dull, dead machines are so much loved and so much paid attention to. Herein, if this question is asked, that what is the difference between complete and finished? That something which is complete and something which is finished. If you meet a right person in your life, then you are complete. And if you meet a wrong person in your life, then you are finished. So, many times in our sadhana also we say, I finished my rounds. What do we say? So, over here we understand that in relationship, many times when we are using the technology is such that we may meet a wrong person through that technology. And why this particular point has come up over here is it happened in America. There was one teenage girl, and for 6 months she was chatting with a male person. She didn't know the age of the person, but she just knew the name of the person, whatever name the person had come up with. And he was a male, so she was chatting for 6 months. And in the course of chatting, she had revealed everything about her house. Like when people chat, so they don't have any substantial thing to chat. So where are you? Okay, I am in my living room, or I am in the bedroom. Okay, so how many rooms you have in your house? So like that man was getting all the information. That where is your address, where is your home address, how many rooms are there, and then he started to know what time of the day which family member is present at home. And after 6 months of thorough knowing of everything about this teenage girl, there was a robbery. And practically everything from the house was stolen. She gave all the information to this man about her house, who lives in the house, at what time. Everything was stolen from the house. Now, after 1 month, the FBI comes and the FBI reports to the father that the person, the FBI person who was in charge of the case, he said that I was the one who was chatting with your daughter. And I was the one who stole all that from your house. Just to give you a lesson, what your daughter is into, just control her. So he did that because some instance had taken place somewhere else in America. So he just wanted to check out that how efficient are these people. And he could do it. He came in contact with this girl online, came to know everything about this girl in the family, and he could accomplish what that thief had accomplished sometime ago. So herein, when we talk about relationship, be very careful. Online relationships, if you meet with the wrong person, don't think you will be having a complete relationship finished. That's the difference between complete and finished. So pitfalls in these material relations, personality mismatch. Now, how many times it happens that there is personality mismatch? You all agree to this?
Almost in all cases.
Mismatch. Huh?
Almost in all cases.
Almost in all cases. Now, when we talk about personality mismatch, if we are basing the relationship on the bodily concept of life, there will be always personality mismatch. But if we base our relationship keeping Krishna in the center, based on the soul, that is one with Krishna. But when it comes to the physical aspect of the relationship, it has to have the mismatch. And therefore, we have to understand, like even Srila Prabhupada's married life, that how it appeared to be a personality mismatch. Of course, in one sense, it was good that Srila Prabhupada, he took sannyas then, and then he came to the West, and we are all together discussing here Soho Street Temple. Because one of the things which happened in Prabhupada's Grihastha Ashram was personality mismatch. Then another thing which affects this relationship is social pressures. That how much people they have to put up in the society, a kind of a status quo, as they say. And for that status quo, how much people have to work hard, slog hard, at the expense of their relationship. As they say that a person nowadays, he has to earn all the wealth at the expense of his health when he's young. And then when he has all the wealth, then he has to spend all the wealth to gain back his health which he has lost when he was young. So the whole life goes into this dilemma of health and wealth. So social pressures, then complex lifestyles. Lifestyles have become so complex that even if somebody wants to live a very simple life, people have made, the society in such a way that you have to look for something which is very, very complex. Like, at our temple there in Nasik, somebody donated, a water purifying machine. It's called the RO machine. Heard of the RO machine? It's over there, very famous nowadays in India. It's called reverse osmosis machine, and something like filtration for water filtration plant. And this particular machine, it was from a company, and what they had done, all the system inside, very complex system, and they had put a transparent plastic cover on top of it. Now generally, say a machine like this, it doesn't have a transparent plastic cover. It has an opaque plastic cover, or a computer has an opaque plastic. But this particular filtration plant, small little plant, it has a transparent sheet. And why they had put that? Because they found that when people go to buy, they see, oh my God, such a complex system. It has to purify their water. See, they entered into the psychology. That people are living such complex life, and they see gadgets which are very complex looking, then they think if it is so complex, it has to be efficient. So that rubs on the lifestyles also, and the relationship also. That when something is very, very complex, then people think that yes, I'm doing something substantial. So because of complex lifestyles, we see the relationships is something which is at stake. And then of course lack of proper guidance. People who are having problems in their relationship, they go to someone who is supposed to be a counselor, and that counselor himself or herself, everything is in doldrums and is giving counseling that no, you should think again, you should go back, you should try it out. How about you? Don't ask about So lack of proper guidance, which is there at their disposal. At the end now, we understand with this particular diagram that in relationship, we have to understand where is my spiral of relationship. What do you understand by these two diagrams?
One is inward and the other is outward.
Well, of course, you see that. So, what about that?
It's some sort of focus.
Yes, which is bodily concept of life or more self-centered is the one on this side, on the left side. But you see where the spiral is going inside and the focus is I, me and mine. What I can get in this relationship. what is there for me, what is in it for me. So that is called the inward spiral. And what happens?